DD214 Gaming podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Oh boy.
Good morning, everybody.
We made it. We made it.
What is up, guys? What is up? What's up, you fellow mother lovers? How are you guys doing today?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We're feeling good. As you know, DD214 are mother lovers out here. We've been promoting this since 2020 or 21 or whenever.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I've been a mother lover since about 1981. Okay, so that's just me though. Okay, that's just me.
Oh, I was just saying group effort wise.
I mean, for crying out loud, like from day one. Let's just say day one, right? Day flipping one.
Oh,
how are you guys doing, dude?
I'm still waking up.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
We are going a little bit early. We definitely we didn't really tell anybody today, but we kind of agreed on it together as a collective last night, and we were like,
it was kind of a long week. It was a very active week.
Obviously we're friends obviously outside the show too, so I keep up with it on what's going on and stuff, but I saw you kind of had a busy week, and like, did you enjoy yourself? Like, why don't you start it off, John? Because you did have a week.
I mean, shit, if you want, I'll
absolutely, absolutely. I want to hear about it.
Yeah, let me pull up these because I actually have a couple photos to show off.
Okay,
that I could throw in here. A lot of photos actually. Last week we were talking about. I remember I was talking about, I had a little anxiety. I didn't know if I was going to go see The Devil Wears Prada. And lo and behold, my wife and I went to go see The Devil Wears Prada at Starland Ballroom last Sunday. It was either going to be between Bad Omens or it was going to be between Bad Omens or even
and you were because you were debating on whether or not to even maybe try both, like see one and then leave and then race across town to see the other kind of thing.
Yeah, so I got some stuff here. Let's see. I actually got some really good shots here, to be honest with you. It's actually funny. We went there to see a specific band. I'm sorry. Sorry that we didn't go over there to go see August Burns Red, and I missed the one band too that I really wanted to see. But we were, baby, stage left at Devil Wears Prada over at the Starland Ballroom. And you could see like how damn close we were, so damn close that the guitar operator was right in front of me tuning all the guitars.
Oh yeah.
And the lead singer threw a guitar pick that never even made it. It never even made it into the crowd. It went into the yo, what up, Gonzo? The guitar pick, it like didn't even make it 5 feet over. But you could tell I got some really good shots here.
Absolutely. See, I enjoy sometimes hearing about some of this because I missed Devil Wears Prada kind of like during that era when they were first on the scene and kind of like when they really got big, especially like everybody else was into them and I was kind of like, yeah, they're cool, like I missed them basically, and so I love seeing the guys, the people that are passionate about it because I know they're a good band. I know for a fucking fact they're a good band. I
just started listening to them about a year and a half ago. Believe it or not.
There you go. I missed that whole era.
And it's not like, oh yeah, he was too stubborn to listen to Devil Wears Prada.
I was busy in life. Like I missed a lot of shit.
I was still a little close-minded with music. I didn't really start opening up myself with music until a couple of years ago, like maybe 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
I very similar. I want to say, well, you know what? I'm just going to call a spade. Like the year my best friend passed away was 2003. So pretty much everything from 2003 until I got out of basic training, which was like April of 2010. I missed like that whole fucking era.
Yeah.
If it was TV, if it was fucking music, if it was a movie, you know what I mean? Like I missed like almost all of it.
Yeah.
I was just so busy in life and like.
So when I got out of the army, I was still listening to Mudvayne and Did
you ever see that like where they made fun of him and like it's like I don't even know the name of the Mudvayne song, but like he starts off like this, like it starts like boom, 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 ding, and then it's like and instead of like a growl, it's like
that's dig, and it's actually like I was still listening to like bands like that. I didn't have a knowledge of like anybody else. So like I just last year I was like, oh yeah, Devil Wears Prada sounds really fucking good. I told my wife I'm going to see them once this fucking pandemic is over. We're gonna go see them, and lo and behold, they came. We went to go see them, left as soon as their set ended, and got home by 9:30. Just enough time to play some video games.
Fuck yeah.
And sleep with my wife.
Absolutely. All right. Calm down there, Brock Lesnar. All right. Like,
and she walks up behind him and smacks him in the back of the fucking head.
That's like, maybe tonight I'll go home and get on top of my wife. Like, all right, calm down.
Yeah. So, Devil Wears Prada, that was so exciting to go see Devil Wears Prada. They played the hits. Didn't even have Tamash. And I was still tired the next day.
I've noticed there's been a distinct like decline in moshing. Like a lot of the concerts that I've done security at, like the people will mosh, but it's not like it.
It's very tame.
The 90s got scary sometimes, bro. Like it was like you get swallowed up, dude. Like you're done. You know what I mean?
There was a guy at the last song of Devil Wears Prada. They were playing Sacrifice, right? Which is such a good song. I play it constantly on my Clean Sanchez radio exclusively on Amp Radio. And this one guy, he must have been like 12 feet tall. This fucking tree he just started parting the seas with his arms. It was like, get me in the pit for this song. I need to get through. And this guy just pushed everyone out. It was great. But that, Devil Wears Prada was great. So I had gotten a message from a friend of mine, an old school friend of mine from back in the day, and he's in a band called Parallels.
Okay. I like
New Jersey local band, and the guitar player Alex was he was the. Oh, you just went black and white. He went all noir on us.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, what are we in Sin fucking City now? Like, what are we doing here?
You want me to do it too? I could match the vibe, Squilini.
Calm down, Marv. Like
So so my first band was with this gentleman named Alex Paredes. We call him Lunchbox, and I actually got I got so. What's actually really cool is that I made, me, I always got to get a little creative sometimes. And we have this right here. So this is the band called Parallels. Fantastic band, fantastic singer with a great band. This is actually my footage here, and I made them a little doohickey here. What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think, Jay, of this little commercial?
I like the I like the retro. I like the retro kind of like 70s, 80s style, kind of like VHS fucking vibe to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is the guitar. These are like my best photos I took from that show.
That's a good picture. I like that picture right there.
Let's show them off.
There you go.
Squillini joined.
Yep.
Oh, he's back. Oh, and he's black and white again.
Poor Squillini, dude.
It's happened again.
Ryan, fuck sack. This it works perfectly fine all the time.
It does.
Except here for some fucking reason.
Streams. I watch his streams. It works.
And then he comes on here and everything goes apeshit.
And it starts fucking with him. But yeah, so I got to see the homies Parallels. I have to say, they only have one song out right now. And the first thing you think is, one song, what do they have to offer? But guys, this band has so much to offer, okay? And I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to be fucking weird or anything like that. But guys, come on. They are the new rock band.
And they're called Parallels?
They're called Parallels from New Jersey. So make sure you guys check them out. It was a fantastic show.
Awesome.
Listen, what's that thing? What's the Spinal Tap thing you say, Jay?
What? Turn it up to 11?
Yep, they turned it up to 11. I had it. Look, local bands are the bread and butter of this country. Just like the railroads were back in the 1800s. These local bands are the future, and some of these bands you're going to be listening to. They're going to be in your radio station, so it's good to give them a chance. And guys, give Parallels a chance. On top of that, I really want Squillini here so he can hear me talk about this poor guy.
Yeah, it seems. I feel bad, but it is. That's the danger of going live, isn't it, John? That's like we've been skating on thin ice, freaking our entire existence on this podcast because we go live every fucking week. Like that's pretty much like. That like you kind of hold your life in your hands on a podcast when you make it live.
Yeah, and I mean, and like I said, like I've been working on some updates. Like I told you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did send you that table. What did you think of the table?
Which table were you?
The image of the table.
Oh, you're asking me to remember stuff. Hold on. Is it in the group chat?
I could just pull it up right here if you want.
Do it, please. I apologize for my
we
freaking.
We can get a live reaction. We can get a live reaction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when there's 40 years of wear and tear on your brain and body. Okay, and John probably talked to me about this like yesterday, probably, and I'm like, "What do you mean, bro? Where was I?" Because my brain was clearly in Neverland. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So initial thoughts doesn't look bad. I am gonna say, was this image produced by AI?
Yes, it was.
Okay. That part was a little. That one it does stick out a little bit.
Yeah, it does. And that's why this isn't the final. But
sure.
If it was, I mean, I think the one, believe it or not, the challenge for me was actually getting the fucking chairs in there.
You know what I would almost like to see is if you had that backdrop, up there, and like if one third was like the skyline of Kansas City, 1/3 was like the skyline of like New York
or at North Carolina.
Yeah, just like Charlotte, and then New York is seen from fucking New Jersey. You know what I mean? Like,
I would love to see. Actually, I'm gonna mess around with this now, real quick, because
I think that would work. And then you could have us sitting kind of like in front of our respective sections there. That might be an idea.
Really joined.
Hey,
Can we hear you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys can hear me.
It looks like it's like fritzing. I'm like seeing it, and so like it's wanting to go back to color, but like I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I laugh.
No, this is 100%. This is 100% fucking melon at this point.
What's hey Squilly, what's the big town in your city, in your state?
Charlotte. Right?
Raleigh or Charlotte.
Charlotte would have more of a skyline than Raleigh, though. Correct? Is that correct? Squilly, hello.
Both have a fairly decent skyline.
Okay, I did not. I've never been to Raleigh. I've driven through Charlotte. I've never didn't stop there, but I've driven through there. Actually, dude, your thing looks kind of cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of weird, but cool.
It's kind of pissing me off.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. When the tech guy is having tech issues, you know shit's about to go down. Like,
I kind of want to match the vibe real quick. Hang on.
Well, the blinking's what's pissing me off.
Yeah, I could see the blinking is
fucking with you a little bit.
So give me a second. I'm just gonna grab my spare fucking camera.
I was gonna say, you know what, John, why don't you continue going through some of the? So you saw the bands, you got to take pictures. What else were you doing this week?
Speak to old friends. We got to. I'm not so. Did I play something new this week? I felt like I played something new. I don't remember. I did play something new this week.
What'd you play?
I pulled out the wheel and I played some Grid.
What's that? Gay-related immune disorder, which later became known as AIDS?
No. That's actually...
Did you know that was the original term for AIDS?
That's actually funny that you said that.
That's like all I ever think about when I think of the acronym. Because I watch
Grid...
Go ahead.
Sorry. You're good. So
I got stupid Jeopardy knowledge in my brain for no reason, dude.
Yeah, so Grid is a racing game, and I pulled out the racing wheel for it because I just felt like it was appropriate, and I want to play. I just wanted to race. I just wanted to race, and I found that racing in Grid.
Okay,
absolutely fantastic. I'm in the top 3 in most of my races going on.
Okay. Is this player versus player?
Player versus player.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, also crossplay too. What's actually very interesting about it too is that how some people, there he is, live in Technicolor, Joe Squalini.
Let me guess, you put on a different camera, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's actually funny because the people in that race in that game are super aggressive, and I had this guy who was every time someone got like a Windows link to him, he would ram into us and fuck up the race. So there was 3 of us. I started running into him first, and then another one followed suit, and we just followed suit. But Grid
batted him around a little bit, you know.
So for some experience and to wait for Forza 8 to come out, Grid, I'm going to give it like a 7.5.
Okay. Hey, had you played this before? Is this a replay?
No, I've never.
Okay. So not a bad game.
Not a bad game. Replayability.
Just didn't blow your socks off.
Yeah.
Right?
What the reason why I didn't blow my socks off is car selections. You know, you got games like Forza and F1 where you have a wide variety of these cars that you can get and use.
And what did you have in this one?
Volkswagen B. Your typical basic race cars. You know. So typical. You know.
Yeah.
So now I can't wait to talk to you about 1883.
Oh shit. I just finished my coffee. Can I go get some coffee real quick?
Yes.
Let me go get some coffee because I really want to fucking hear this, dude. Like, I will be right back. Why don't you give Joe since he's the last one now that hasn't seen it, will you give Joe a brief introduction? I'm gonna turn my camera off. I will be right back.
Sure about that?
You know, Jay forgets to hit the hide on stream button every time. So, you know, I've been, you know, my wife and I, we just started Yellowstone with Kevin Costner, and with Kevin Costner, and there seemed to have there was this like there was something missing. there was something missing that
Yeah.
felt like, maybe we weren't really into the Yellowstone as much. Great show, sucks you in right away, but it felt like, maybe there's something more to this that we have to understand. So why not go back in time? And 1883, I'm going to say, and this is going to probably be one of my last sentences of this review, but it is probably the most accurate depiction of American expansion in the West after the Civil War. It's got a hell of a cast. The cast starting off with Isabel May, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Sam Elliott, Don Olivieri, Eric Nelson, Mark Sensmeyer, Billy Bob Thornton, Rita Wilson, LaMonica Garrett, and so many more. Mark Rissman. It's got a great cast, and we're dealing with. Good evening, Ben. We're dealing. So it starts off as your typical Western, guns blazing, excitement, and stuff like that, but halfway through the episode, you realize this isn't going to be your Clint Eastwood fistful of nickels type of movie, all right? So,
not even close. Not even fucking close.
So we're dealing with a new group of people trying to start the new world, and I actually was saying to my wife last night that a big thing that I've noticed is that the only Americans that are really out in the West are the militaries. They're
this even, and you're talking like one of the things
after the war.
I love history. I do love, obviously, growing up American. Like, obviously, I have a thing for American history as well.
This is a major part of American history.
Very much so. It is why we are the way we are today. I mean, we're talking like the westward expansion, and we talked about this last week. We're talking like literally like we're smack kind of like we're kind of towards the end of it. 1883 is still like, it's still kind of like the westward expansion is still happening, but that's even kind of late in the game as far as like, and it's still abjectly fucking brutal. And we'll get to that part in a minute, but that's like from like 1830 to 1890, maybe 1900 if you really want to stretch it. But I'd say like 1830 to 1890, those 60 years, we went so far and so hard and so fucking fast. There really wasn't anything to like stem the tide, basically. There was nothing to stem the tide.
The best way that I could explain this show is diving into the unknown, because even though you read the histories and you know what happens and things like that, there is still so much in this show that explains it. It's just like, whoa, like this, and like I said, it is probably the most accurate depiction of the Western expansion.
What the Wild West was actually fucking like, how wild it actually fucking was.
So we're dealing with subjects of a young girl who has a free mind, an older gentleman trying to set his place in the world, and then another man who wants to go to the beach. and that's the best way that I could put it.
Yeah, we'll
that's
spoil it for Sweeney, but that's Sam Elliott.
Exactly.
Sam Elliott plays a hell of a role. The emotion that Sam Elliott shows in this fucking show, he's definitely Sam Elliott, just like he's always Sam Elliott in pretty much everything he plays. This one, he's a lot more emotional. He's a lot more driven, but driven by emotions that stem from severe fucking trauma.
And a passion to persevere too.
Yes, absolutely. It hurts. This show will fucking sting you.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. You don't even start crying until episode like maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, bro,
shit starts getting real crazy. So, I mean, we tried to stay up last night to finish it because we're just a hairs away. But I could tell you right fucking now. And plus, I love the Christopher Nolan treatment. That I just have to say that real quick. They have a Christopher Nolan type Easter egg way that they film this show, and Taylor Sheridan, the producer and the creator of this series, it's led me to now want to watch Yellowstone more passionately now, because now I know, wow, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of it all. This is the top of the food chain. And again, a great cast. I can't wait to go into 1923, which we'll probably end up doing today once we finish 1883. But I have to give it a 10 out of 10.
God
I have to give it a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
And you know, that was kind of hard, you know, because it is graphic.
Oh, very much so.
It is very graphic. It is very sad. It is very depressing. It is fucking depressing, but it's real. And this makes me more excited to see what Kevin Costner is going to do with his Horizon series that he's coming out with. So
I've always been fascinated by the American West, and then of course I had the opportunity in my life to grow up out there. So growing up out there, even I was surrounded by a lot of the places, the themes, you know, of you know, the westward expansion.
Yeah.
I know a lot about a lot of the characters that you know occurred and lived in those times. You know what I mean, and kind of like made their way both
real and fictional.
Well, not even that, not just cowboys. You know, a lot of the natives too. Like we're talking like Cochise stronghold. You know, that's like 40 minutes away from where I grew up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Some of the last bands of natives before they were fully subjected were in Arizona. You know what I mean? Some of the very last ones, and that's like, you know, and that's I grew up surrounded by all that. You know what I mean? Go ahead, John.
There's two things I do want to say, and they're both on different perspectives. One, I thought that there would be some stuff about Bass Reeves, especially knowing that there is a Bass Reeves show coming out in this universe.
Interesting.
So I thought that there would be something with Bass Reeves, and I have, you know, but that's just me. Now, I think the best thing about this show, something that my wife told me about, is that Tim McGraw and Faith Hill have been married for a long fucking time.
Long time. Yep.
And their chemistry, it's almost like, you know, it's almost like you want to role play or play games with like your spouse, and you want to be in that world, but Tim McGraw and Faith Hill actually got to do it. They actually got to be, and me with the unknown in that world of music, I actually couldn't appreciate more what they were doing in their roles, because it's very real, and you could see that the chemistry between them is very authentic and natural, and it helps the world building around the whole show. And it man, goddamn, who's next? Oh, and well, if you want me to segue real quick, I'm just going to say real quick, because I know you play the Squillini. I don't want to say anything about the game, but I just want to say, from watching my wife, and the game looks great, Squillini. So go ahead and take it off.
Well, I was going to say, why don't you go ahead, Squillini? I want to hear, because I want to hear, just like I want to hear about 1883, I've got to fucking hear about this goddamn Zelda game. Like,
so
this is Jay's day.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to you guys almost as much as I at times enjoy talking about the stuff that I'm passionate about. That's part of the give and take of this show, basically.
Yeah.
It's like you guys get me into the stuff that like I would have never heard of or thought of, and then like seeing you enjoy 1883, that's like, because I really enjoyed that, because I'm already kind of like a Western freak, you know what I mean? So anywho, Squillini, please take it away.
Do you want me to pull up footage, or
I'm actually pulling up my my channel right now.
Beautiful.
What's this one called again? It's Zelda what?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you.
So I'm just scrubbing through here. Point, and we're gonna pause. So I'll scrub through this a little bit here and there while we're talking about it. But
what were your initial thoughts? Like, turning it on, game starts.
Well,
initial thoughts.
I'm gonna build up to that. So, so this week, typical fucking week for me. Work. Took Friday off because I got a call from my local GameStop the week before saying, "Hey, we're doing a midnight launch for the new Zelda game. Since you pre-ordered it, you're more than welcome to come." They closed at 8 o'clock, their normal time, reopened back up at 10 p.m. from 10 to 12, they, had a little event for the launch of the game.
Do you guys remember when like
Zelda
those were a
trivia?
thing? Do you guys remember that shit? Like midnight launches and like
That's what I was just about to ask him too. Yeah.
So I had actually brought my camera to try to get some footage, and before I started recording or anything, I talked to the store manager. Apparently it's against GameStop policy, so I wasn't able to get footage of the midnight launch because I wanted to get some footage of it.
right.
But their policy can't do that, so I just had to leave it as is, which that's fine. I'm not gonna press my luck on anything like that.
NDAs, things like that. Yeah.
It was extremely nostalgic. So when I got there, I didn't show up till like 11:15. Just because, dinner, spent some time with the missus, took a nap, then swung by the gas station, got me a Red Bull because I'm old and I don't stay up late like that anymore. So I knew I was going to need caffeine. When I got there, there was maybe 6 other people in the store. I'm like, okay, so not a big crowd. Well, as the minutes rolled by, more and more people kept showing up. So the way they did this was if you pre-ordered the game, you go in, they say, hey, have you pre-ordered this, that, and the other? They pull up your GameStop account. They print off a receipt and stuck a yellow sticker on it. They divided it into 3 different groups. So group 1, 2, and 3. So once the game launched, at the time that they could start passing out the games, they had everybody line up by group. Mm-hmm. Group 1 got their copies out. Group 2 got their copies out. Just to keep it more organized.
Sure.
A hell of a lot more organized than any of the Call of Duty launches I went to back in the fucking day.
Oh, hell no. That's like first come, first serve shit. You know what I mean?
There's a fight that happens in those too.
Yeah.
Because even if you pre-ordered the games back then, you showed up and you just got your copy when you got to the fucking register after midnight. Yep. And but back then you would have 70 people show up for a midnight launch and there'd be a line around the fucking building.
It wasn't for a video game, but I remember going to the midnight release of Tool's album Lateralis in 2001. Mm-hmm. And it was literally like if you didn't show up early enough, you ran the risk of like the store running out of copies.
Yeah. So you got listening to that album for at least a week.
So
granted, that's 20 years ago, but still, like, sorry.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, even for video games back then, it was at least if you pre-ordered it until all the pre-orders picked up their copies, mm-hmm. no walk-ins could get a copy. Right. So, that was the nice thing. Now, because the stores got more copies than they had pre-orders,
right?
People were able to just come in, go ahead and purchase it before midnight, mm-hmm. and it still count as a pre-order.
Yep.
To get their copy.
It makes perfect sense to me. I have no issues with that whatsoever.
And of course, the store, like at the front of the GameStop, they pulled all the Zelda merchandise up there. So they had, T-shirts and fucking all little like decorations and knickknacks, metal tin signs, wooden signs that you could hang up and shit. If you wanted to purchase shit like that. I just went to get my fucking copy of the game. That's all I was going there for. I just wanted my game, wanted to go home to play the motherfucker. Sure. And they did some trivia. Several people brought their Switches with, and they were all just plinking around on like Pokemon with each other and shit, just standing there talking in groups.
Which is fantastic because like the Pokemon games on Switch are so interactive, and you got someone next to you could trade and shit like that. So it's great.
Brandon Cleary, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
But then they did some Zelda trivia. Part of the pre-order was this little wooden plaque if you pre-ordered it from GameStop.
That's cool. That's cool.
Can you show that one more time, Scolini?
It's kind of neat. Is that their language? Is that their?
So that's like the main emblem from the game. You
Gotcha.
can't really tell from looking because it's got
Wait
the
a minute.
words in front of
Wait
it.
a minute. That was part of the pre-order, that wood plaque?
If you went through GameStop.
John's like, what the fuck did I miss? Son of a bitch! Damn it!
No, because we actually pre-ordered from GameStop, but she ended up buying it digitally separately.
So what does that mean? No fucking wood block for you?
So you pre-ordered the digital version.
No.
Oh, you never picked up the physical copy. She just ended up getting the digital version.
We got to go there today.
Eh.
That'll be a great Mother's Day gift if that shit's still available. Anyway, but yeah.
And then, like a compression arm sleeve kind of thing. That kind of is like this is
hot
like
socket.
what, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would use it for.
Just stupid little fucking memorabilia type shit. Nostalgia for it was great. It was definitely it was a good thing. It was a fun time to go and have one of those happen in 2023. After COVID and all that shit, because
It's been a minute.
it's been a minute. I mean, the last time I ever went to a midnight launch of a video game was Black Ops 2.
Oh God, that's a long fucking time ago.
Yeah. And that's because now with video games, just everything's primarily digital. Like being a PC gamer for the most part,
Just gonna
all
throw it
my
out
shit's
there.
digital.
I'm still to this day not a fucking fan of like digital video gaming, like at all. Like nothing
Well,
about
Believe
it.
it or not,
Nothing-
my last one was Modern Warfare 2.
That was for midnight launch.
I mean, the first one, yeah, because that's when I got the night vision goggles.
You talking about 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But so as far as the game, so far, game's been great. Let me pull up.
Yeah, and let me know before you end your Zelda review so I could show something that Jay would appreciate within the game.
Joe
This here.
joined.
So this is just this was some of the gameplay from Friday when I streamed it. Of course, the logo's right in. Well, that doesn't matter. We don't need to see my face in the process here.
Yeah, we do. Which, by the way, Squillini, I'm not trying to ask a personal question. What happened to your frames and shit like that? Because I watched you the other day.
So
I got to bring it up.
For the Switch, for my scene for the Switch, I don't have an overlay because it interrupts too much of the actual screen. So this is kind of the beginning of the game. It's right after this one literally takes place a couple years after, I would have to say, after Breath of the Wild, the last Zelda game that came out.
Okay.
Hyrule's still recovering from defeating Calamity Ganon. Zelda's back. Link's around. You start the game off and you already have the Master Sword and like 20 fucking hearts. But that quickly changes.
Quickly changes how? Like you get less, or like it just dicks you out, or what?
So I'm going to actually scrub forward here. Scrub too forward. Okay,
I kind of like it kind of looks like animated. You know what I mean? Like that's
It
pretty
did
cool.
such a good job. It looks really good.
So you get to this chasm under Hyrule Castle, and you find this zombie, which is the Demon King, which the Demon King in Zelda lore is another version of Ganon. Every Zelda game, you end up fighting Ganon at some point for the most part. So this is what I'm talking about. You go from
bullshit. I see this bullshit. Yeah, and they dick you out of all your hearts. First fucking thing in the game. Now you got
wait.
Oh, here we go.
The sword that seals the darkness, the Master Sword, fucking breaks.
Oh, of course it does.
This is supposed to be the most powerful sword in all of Zelda lore, and it fucking breaks.
Oh,
and it cut him in the face a little bit too.
So you go from this.
So fucking Demon King dickhead fucking makes it back to his feet, fucks shit up.
The castle just kind of starts rising up into the sky.
Oh, it's like the end of fucking Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Like the fucking castle just shoots up into the fucking space. Yeah.
I don't know. I think they fucking took it from Zelda, to be honest with you. A lot of these are familiar scenes because they kind of stick with the same style, and it works. And it works, and it looks, it's very artsy. That's what I really like about it. Even the mechanics, when you're looking at that mechanics.
Then eventually you wake up, your arm's been completely replaced.
Tell him, Squilini. Tell Jay.
What?
And then kind of you go through, you're in the open world, the first part of the world. And here you've got to go through several like initial opening dungeons. And with that, you get different powers.
So this is
that
kind of like
all link up to your arm.
The tutorial level, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
picking shit up, running around, get them.
So this
gonna get some cardio.
With this, pretty much what it is the first one you go to. It all depends on the order you do them. There's no specific order to doing these initial 3 dungeons, but the first one I got to, what it is.
I was watching this. I was watching your stream when you were doing this.
Is you can pick up materials and fuse them together to help you progress through areas of the game and shit. So, like, if you see, well, you'll see it here in a second.
Yeah.
Where that little podium is right here, I pretty much just created a platform with 2 hooks to attach to this, to hop on to get to the next section.
Yeah.
Because it's too big of a gap to be able to jump over.
That's funny. I watched you do this. I was watching this during your stream.
So that's just one section. And then the second one you get is this one, what you can do, and I think my weapons were full, so I couldn't pick up the fucking sword.
A rusty
With
claymore.
this, what you can do is you can fuse like your weapons and shit. So like I can take a boulder, attach it to a stick, and make a fucking hammer.
Dope.
Oh baby.
Bring a whole fucking wall down.
And with that though, so like
it's like God hand.
Items have durability in the game. So after you use it for so long, weapons and shit, they break. So when you fuse a weapon with another weapon, it increases that durability and the power of the weapon. And then this is another thing that I like here is you can, like these fire fruit, you can actually attach these to an arrow, and it makes a fire arrow.
Look at that.
Which we'll see here in a second, because I'm about to do that here.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and it burns
fire,
the crops.
dude.
So you've got that, and then there's
reminds me of the game. Like there's a lot of like themes from the game God Hand.
Oh, and then like here, there's these other things in the world called zonai devices, like this item sitting in the back here. And what it is, it's a fan. And you have a battery pack that you carry around on your hip. And you can attach, like, I'm creating a raft right here with logs. And then I can take these fans and attach those to it.
Yeah.
To propel myself across the water.
How's the story?
The story so far has actually been pretty good.
Have to agree.
Is there anything are there any so far from your gameplay? Is there anything that has anything been on like the downside that they could have done better, or like are you still exploring, or have you not really? The reason I asked is when I was replaying Red Dead Redemption 2 this week, I encountered several levels actually that reminded me of like, it's like, God damn it, like this level this is really dumb. You know what I mean? Like this really slowed down. This really slowed down the fucking game. Like by having to like replay this one part like 15 fucking times. You know, like have you seen any of that?
I mean, the thing is with most Zelda games, there is a lot of repetitiveness with the dungeons.
Okay.
And that's fine. I expect that going into a Zelda game, but it's just that it's expected in a Zelda game. Right. If I were to go into another game and I had Zelda dungeons in a fucking Pokemon game, for instance,
right, that'd
be stupid.
The absolute bane of my existence is chase missions in any Rockstar game. I fucking hate Rockstar specific chase missions. I fucking hate them and despise them.
I do have
you know, with Zelda games, especially here lately, you have to go through there's these dungeons that you do, and when you complete the dungeons, you get, in Breath of the Wild they were called spirit orbs. In this they're like the light or some shit like that. I don't know exactly what they're called. Oh yeah, the flame emitter penis. Yes, I've seen this clip a million fucking times. People are fucking being crazy with this shit.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Now, Squillini.
Why didn't you build this, Squillini?
Because I haven't got into fucking.
Look at this one.
It never fucking gets old. It just never fucking gets old.
It's just like, so crazy how that last one you showed, John. That last one you showed, was during the opening area of the fucking game that they did.
No shit.
Because here's the thing. So before you can leave the Great Plateau Sky area, you have to get your 4th heart. So you have to complete 4 dungeons. They only had 3 hearts.
Oh shit.
So they weren't even trying to play the fucking game. They were just building flaming dicks.
Pretty fucking much.
It's funny
and that's what happens when when kids get older and we still play video games. We find ridiculous things to do with the game mechanics.
I have absolutely no fucking plans on like ever truly growing up. I'm just letting you guys know that.
I mean, when you get to a certain point and you're older, you're just like, well, I'm still doing kid stuff, so I might as well just keep going.
I'm getting too old. I don't care anymore. If we're not having fun, we're doing something fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's like I already take myself in the world way too fucking seriously as it is. So it's like if I'm not having fun, I'm doing it fucking wrong.
Growing up is about spending money on the things you wanted as a kid and actually playing with them this time.
Oh
yeah. But see, but so I mean, I will definitely say so far, progression wise in the game where I'm at right now, I'm gonna give it in a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
Okay. 7.5, 8 out of 10. Do you think it's game of the year contender?
I don't know. There's games out there that are definitely. I mean, I could say I would say it's got potential for game of the year. But with the amount of time I've played so far, it's really hard to say. I do like the change up in mechanics. I do like the fact that you can like fuse materials together. There's another ability called Ascend. And what that is so like if you're below something and you need to get up a level, you just like phase through the fucking floor up to the next level.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a rewind ability that lets you pretty much, if say you come up to like a water wheel and it's spinning this way. Well, you need it to go this, or it's spinning this way and you need it to go this way to get you up. You can rewind it. And what that does is it then puts it in the opposite direction. So you can use it as a mechanism to get up to the next floor.
I also read that you can actually bring in your horses from Breath of the Wild as well.
See, in Breath of the Wild, I never took the time to get a horse.
So you got no horse to bring in.
I think I shot 3 of my horses in Red Dead this week. Like,
but I've already got 2 horses in Tears of the Kingdom. So I don't really need to bring in a horse from the other game.
No, all right.
Real quick before you wrap it up on the review, 7.5, 8. What did it lose points for? Just out of curiosity. For you.
Good question.
I would have to say the overly long opening sequence.
Okay,
so,
overly long as in a couple of hours, or overly long as like, holy shit, I wasn't done the next day when I was still playing it. Like,
to get to the actual like main part of the game, to get through opening cinematics all the way through the first 4 dungeons, it took 6 hours.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that shit. That's 6 fucking hours of gameplay just to get to the fucking game. I would absolutely.
So, I mean,
dude, that's why I quit fucking games sometimes. Like,
you're
like way less time than that for me, dude.
So you're in the game and you're actually playing and learning the new mechanics within an hour.
Okay.
But once you start learning the new mechanics and getting those abilities, that's where you're looking at that other 5 hours of play.
Sure. So even if you did like a speed run, it'd still be like 3 or 4 hours, probably minimum.
Correct. Because I mean, me personally, I spent about 3 of those hours was me using the abilities,
getting good at it, kind of like
figuring out what I can do, figuring out different ways to do things. The fuse ability, the mechanics for like rotating objects and stuff are a little off. So you have to get used to how to press R plus move the joystick this way and do this and do that. And it's, I mean, if you're one of those speedrun people, like Gonzo said, somebody already has beat the game in 94 minutes.
94 minutes? Okay, that's so they beat the game, but they didn't play it exactly either.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and that's the thing. When you're looking at speedrunners, they're not playing the game.
No.
Their main goal is to get to the end and be done.
As fast
as fast as possible. For me, I'm one of those, okay, you've taken a good game. Breath of the Wild was a great game. 9 out of 10 Breath of the Wild on my books. And then you've enhanced it, because the way I look at it is when Breath of the Wild came out, the Wii U was still being sold as a new system, even though it wasn't new at that point. When the Switch came out, the Wii U was still on the market, and they released Breath of the Wild for the Wii U and the Switch in tandem. So it came out on 2 systems. So Nintendo, when they were developing Breath of the Wild, had to not use the Switch's full capabilities for that game to save them time and money in development to make it to where it would work on both systems. Where with Tears of the Kingdom, they just had one platform to focus on. So there's a lot of stuff that's being done in Tears of the Kingdom that even the developers have come out and said they wanted to do it in Breath of the Wild, but due to limitations with the Wii U, they weren't able to do it.
Yep. And it had to be the same game. Yep.
I want to explore. I want to go around, and it is an open world game. So my whole thing is I'm going around, I'm exploring. I'm going through and hitting every dungeon there is.
Sure.
So I'm getting the full experience of the game.
Right.
Where speedrunners, they're just gonna find any way to cheat the system to get through it as fast as possible and defeat the final boss.
Turn the fucking afterburners on and just fucking, they're not even paying attention at that point. It's just fucking get down as fast as you can, basically. So I used to do that. I remember, actually I've talked about it on this podcast before, but it's been quite a while. Like one of my pinnacle moments in video gaming as a kid was I was at a daycare one time, and it was actually one of the last times I was at a daycare. I probably third or fourth grade, still young enough, but I was in the fucking 80s. I was already, going home on the bus and taking care of my sister for a couple of hours, before mom and dad came home from work. Right. Anywho, they rented a Nintendo, an NES, an old school NES one day at this daycare. And they were playing Super Mario, and they were letting the kids play one at a time. And it was like, basically like you had one life. As soon as you died, freaking, you had to give up the controller. Well, I used to be able to beat Super Mario Brothers with fucking one life. And like, so I basically did a speed run and used the warp tunnels. And like, by the end of it, this whole fucking class of fucking daycare kids or whoever was there that day was like cheering me the fuck on. Cause like, I had all of, the muscle memory for fucking Mario Brothers down, and it was a good day. That was a good day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, but I mean, so far, game mechanics, 10 out of 10. Storyline, that's really right now, because I don't know where the story's developing to yet, because it's still new. The most material out there is other streams and other people that are playing it. And I'm not going and looking at guides. I'm not going and looking at other people play. Yes, I'm streaming it so other people can watch if they want to. Don't want to, sound like a hypocrite in the sense on this one. I'm not doing it because I don't want any of the story to be ruined for me.
Sure.
So I don't want to see anything before I get to it.
Sure.
And especially since it's a new game. Like if I didn't get it on launch and I waited 2 years to fucking play it, then yeah. At that point, it's like, okay, it's been out for 2 years. I've seen fucking something on it. But because Thursday, I literally stayed off social media, all social media platforms all day Thursday, because in Australia and New Zealand, the game came out Thursday morning here in the US, because they're, a day ahead of us.
Yeah.
And there were people.
Future.
So one of the things with the Switch that's pretty cool, granted, it kind of pissed me off Thursday morning because I, sitting there getting ready for work, taking my morning shit, scrolling TikTok like I normally do, looking at the Tic Tacs. And there were people already playing it that are in the US, because with the Switch, it's not region locked like consoles used to be region locked, where if you bought the console in Japan, you could only play Japanese coded games on the console.
Yeah.
With the Switch, you can go in and you can create a Nintendo account and set your location to Australia and purchase those titles off of the Australian eShop before it releases here. So some people ended up getting the game that way instead of waiting for the US launch.
Yeah.
And were able to be streaming it and playing it a whole ass day early.
Mm-hmm. Sounds smart to me.
And some even earlier than that, too.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Like, you used the system the way it was intended, because Nintendo even said the reason they didn't region lock the Switch is because there are games that come out in Japan or other countries that don't go to other countries.
Right.
So with not having, I've got a Japanese account on my Switch, so that way I can purchase titles that are released in Japan that don't come out here. But
that is a level of commitment that I can appreciate.
But at the same time, for me, because I wanted the physical copy of this game, kind of pissed off I didn't get the collector's edition, because the collector's edition was badass. Came with some really cool shit, but I wasn't justifying $135 after tax for it.
It's like double the price of the game, isn't it?
Well, no, because video games now after tax are $74.27.
More than that, some
Fuck
of them.
that shit. Video games
We're
suck.
not even talking about special editions anymore.
I know, right? Fucking
Shit.
A. Fucking A. So that was your week then? Was your week
Yeah.
cleaning? Fucking A, bro. We appreciate that. It's always good. It's always good to fucking hear. It's done, bro. God. All right. Yeah, so my shit was fucking pretty basic this week, but I did get to I did finish Red Dead 2 for like the third time probably, but I picked back up on a game that I started and I hadn't touched it in like a year and a half. So I had like half the story mode done, already at this point at the save point. And my last save on it was like, I don't even remember what it was. It was something stupid like June or July of 21. And so I just picked it back up, just plugged my PlayStation back in, finished that. Upon further review, Red Dead 2 is still an amazing game. Like we were discussing earlier, though, I was reminded of a couple of the
Oh, they're disapproving. Keep them doggies moving right.
Sure. Yeah. No, yeah, upon further review, the game is awesome. It's still beautiful. I still love just getting lost kind of in the open world, which we will talk more about later. Some of the game mechanics, I was very quickly reminded that I got irritated a few times, replaying it, and I finally finished it this week. And it was like when you accidentally mash buttons in that game, it can like fuck your whole fucking story mode. You have pretty much like restart a fucking mission sometimes because their mechanics didn't always. And this is like the first version of the game too. Like I got physical copy of Red Dead 2 with my PS4 when it came, right around the time it came out. So this is a very early version of the game. There's no patches on it. There's no nothing. It's literally the game as it came. And so I was reminded of some of the mechanic glitches, you might call them.
Yeah.
The game itself, which I remember noticing it when I first played it. I'd forgotten about it. And the game itself glitches occasionally. Like the story, it'll glitch in the middle of like your story play. And and it's kind of funny when it happens, but and then like I hate fucking Rockstar fucking chase missions. Absolutely fucking I hate them in fucking GTA. I hate them in fucking Bully. I hate them in fucking Red Dead. I hate them in fucking Red Dead 2.
I just bought Bully the other day for
Rockstar needs to stop the bullshit with the fucking stupid ass chase missions. Dude, they suck. Every chase mission ever in every Rockstar game, it literally stalls the game. It makes like I start skipping them in Red Dead. Like I just started skipping them. As soon as it gave you the option to skip mission, I would just fucking hit skip because I'm like, I'm tired of fucking doing these stupid fucking, remember when Nico Bellic and fucking GTA 4, all those stupid fucking chase missions in Liberty City, dude, like suck my fucking
Do you know
dick.
what would help me with those chase missions? When you would press the button as the horse was galloping. Like if you did it in sync, the horse, it was like a little thing that like if you did that, then the horse would not lose any stamina.
Yeah. Oh, well, and my thing is whoever you're chasing, whether it's somebody on a horse, on foot, in a car, in a helicopter,
on foot, so much worse.
Whoever's moving in front of you, it's like they get like super speed to stay that far ahead of you because the game wants you to be at a certain point before it allows you to whatever. And it's like, dude, can we just fuck off with this shit? It's boring.
Can we just shoot them?
Seriously, just fucking stop. Like Rockstar, your chase missions fucking suck. Like just stop. This shit's been going on since goddamn like GTA fucking 3, I'm pretty sure. Just knock it the fuck off, Rockstar. Like your chase missions all suck. Anywho, Red Dead's fucking still awesome though. Still playing it, still getting lost. This week, me and Nikki sat down and we watched. It's a rewatch for both of us, but I don't know that she remembers it very well. Or if she'd ever seen it, maybe. I've seen it, but the last time I watched it, I was in fucking Helmand Province, Afghanistan, and we started rewatching Hannibal, the TV series.
Yeah,
not
back into that.
Yeah, not the movie. This is the TV series now. It spanned three seasons, 2013 to 2015. This goddamn TV show is fucking amazing. I cannot say enough good things about it. It is extremely R-rated, extremely heavy content. I am shocked and like slightly like aghast that this fucking TV show actually aired on network TV. So if you guys, if I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but like some of the shit that they show in this, it's like how in the fuck did that ever end up on network TV? You can't show a pair of titties, but you're gonna show motherfuckers with their goddamn like insides fucking pulled out. You know what I mean? Like on network TV.
It's crazy.
It's super crazy. But the show itself, on top of some of the gory stuff, it's extremely elegant. It's a lot of the episodes center around food. Obviously, it's about Hannibal, right? So Hannibal the cannibal, right? But the way they center a lot of the show around food, around people eating meals, okay. The way they build this atmosphere in this TV show is hands down fucking amazing. For anybody that hasn't seen it, I'm not going to spoil any of it for you. One of the other things that I always liked about this show is they took characters that we all already fucking know like the back of our hands. You know, you have the Thomas Harris novels. You've got Anthony Hopkins and his portrayal of Hannibal Lecter. Okay, we've got freaking Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal fucking Rising. Okay, so we even have a prequel fucking movie. We are very familiar with all these characters at this point. They change shit just enough in the TV show to keep you guessing, and I absolutely adore it. The way they did it, they did it. It was amazing writing, fucking amazing writing. It was awesome. And upon rewatch, we just finished up season 1 a night or two ago, and upon rewatch, as of right now, like Hannibal is must view, rewatch, sit down with a glass of Chianti and some fava beans, okay, and enjoy a delicacy, which is very rare for me to say a TV show would be a delicacy. This TV show is
no pun intended.
Absolute fucking treat. Absolute treat to watch. Sit down, have a cold one, maybe a pipe to smoke, whatever your fucking thing is, and just relax and enjoy Hannibal, because absolutely amazing TV. Other than that, we really didn't do too much this week. So once again, I have kind of like a short weekend review, but that's not a bad thing because we're already a little bit over an hour. So why don't we take a short? I was gonna say, why don't we take a short break? And coming up, John, I think we have a retro game of the week. Yes.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Right.
And then we're gonna have a quick conversation about open world games.
Fucking A.
Hell yeah. Hey, what's going on, Gospel Gamers? It's that time for the Retro Game of the Week. Ya tu sabe. Gonna probably get my ass kicked in this game. Definitely a hard ass game. If you know, you know. What's going on, Gonzo Gamers? This episode of Retro Game of the Week is a special Mother's Day episode because today's Mother's Day. So shout out to all the mothers, all the game moms, all the gamers who have moms, the moms that are moms to pets, fur babies, all that good stuff. Just moms in general. It's your special day today, and happy Mother's Day to you. This episode, I'm going to do something a little special because it reminds me of when I was growing up playing video games. There was one game that my mom actually played with me. In fact, the shirt, my mom got it for me for Christmas a couple of years back. But the game that my mom played with me is none other than OG Super Mario Brothers. I was probably about like 4, 5 when I played this game. And she would play with me, or at least would try. And, you know, that's all I needed as a kid, you know, for her to try. She didn't have to be good at it. She didn't have to beat the game or anything like that. Just the fact that, you know, she sat down and she tried to play, you know, Mario Brothers. And, I mean, at first I didn't get far. She didn't get far either. And, of course, progressively I got better. She didn't play as often as I did. So, of course, you know, there was no progression in the game with her. But she would try to play with me. And, you know, I mean, just like anybody who played any of the old school games or Nintendo or anything like that, obviously, you know, good old brick, you can probably slam it on the floor. I mean, I did a bunch of times, and this is the brick from like '85. Like it still works. You know, got some little wear and tear on the wire, but control's still intact. Anyway, she'd play, We'd get to level, I believe, 1, 2, because she would get past the first board. But it was like this with the controller and kind of doing like that, you know, for whatever reason, she thought moving the controller would help Mario jump across, you know. Obviously, we know that don't work, but it's just, that's what she did. And I always thought it was, you know, a funny thing, you know, as a kid. It's like, Mom, you know, that doesn't work, you know. But, you know, she tried her best. She tried her heart out. And so she gets to world 1, 2. And as soon as a turtle would pull up, that was her kryptonite. Game over. It was over. She, for the life of her, couldn't get past the turtle. And that was okay, you know, because she tried. And then, you know, she just wouldn't want to play anymore because she kept dying with the turtle. You know, brings back all those memories that I had as a kid. And me, I mean, of course, eventually I ran through it. Not too long ago, I did a challenge on Instagram as far as one of the followers that I have that I interact with on the gaming accounts. He throws challenges out there, and it's a Super Mario challenge. And I got like 750K. And I ran through the board, through the game, 1-1 to 8-3. I didn't make it to 8-4, and you don't know how bad that burned me because I never really ran through the game straight up. I would always, you know, use the warp zones, you know. If you remember the warp zones, you know, 1, 2, there was a warp, get you to 4. Then I think 4, 2, there was another warp, and then get you to 8, you know. This one I just ran straight through, and I got to the one board right before you get to the end. And I died, and it was like punching air, and yeah, this control got slammed for sure. Oh man, it was very agitating and irritating. But Mario 1 definitely is what connects me to my mom as far as gaming goes, because it's the one game that I shared playing with her. She didn't really play any other game besides that one, or didn't bother to try later on in years, because I guess I got older and did a lot of other stuff. Mom, I love you. Thank you for everything that you have done always, and being the mom that you've been. You know, others unfortunately don't have that opportunity sometimes, and others don't have their mom still around. And sorry for all of that. For those who have lost their moms on the way to basically today. Happy Mother's Day to also my wife. Thank you for being the mom that you are to my daughter, Scarlett. She loves you immensely, and I love you immensely for the job that you've done with Scarlett. And once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Just gonna, the picture is rolling. You saw little bits and pieces of the Mario. I'm not gonna go into much, you know. Hope everybody enjoys their Mother's Day. Keep rocking on, keep being a gamer, Gonzo gamer. Whatever it is that you are that makes you happy, you know. And if you got a mom that plays with you, enjoy it. If you have, you know, anything that's a mother figure to you in the game, or they do anything for you, just enjoy them. Take this day to celebrate them, not just today, every day, but today is kind of recognized or observed or whatever. But once again, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Subscribe, like, not like, you know, the usual. And I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.
How funny was it that you were just talking about how you were just getting cheered on for doing the tunnel trick, and lo and behold,
well, it's first off, it's kind of funny that this game, because we don't know what the game's going to be until we press play.
Never, not even me. I don't watch them. Yeah,
I know. I remember you've told me you don't touch them until we're live. That first off, that was fucking awesome. And yeah, Super Mario Brothers, like that's the original, like the pinnacle NES game. It came with the system. So everybody and their mom in the 80s, if you had an NES, if there was an NES in the house, you played Mario Brothers at least fucking 10,000 times, right? Whatever. And the trick was using the warp tunnels, and just like he said, like when he tried to go through the entire game, I think I did that a couple times as a kid, but I have no memory of it. My brain flushed my only living memories of Mario are using the fucking warp tunnels. I'm sure I did it at some point just to do it as a kid because kids get bored doing shit like that. Like, but I literally I have no memory of I don't remember like world like 6-2. Couldn't fucking tell you.
Yeah,
Couldn't tell you anything.
I just want to that was also very fitting for today. That was very beautiful.
Absolutely.
That was very.
It's very touching with him talking about your ma and your old lady. That's good. That's good man. Good man with a good heart. All right, we appreciate that shit here, man. We appreciate
open doors all day. That was actually, and it's funny too because I always wondered like how come he hasn't done this game yet, and now we know why. And it's very interesting too because while we're getting into the conversation of open world, some people would, when you look at a map of Super Mario, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who moved the fucking logo?
I didn't. I accidentally clicked something. I'm so hold on. Give me this shit. Why did it, motherfucker? Hold on, John. I got you. Yeah. Boom, bitch.
When looking at the map, some people would look at the Super Mario map and consider it to be kind of open worldish or like the style of it when you have that top down look. Mm-hmm. But throughout the years, the open world genre has evolved and it has gotten stronger, and it's become a big world building thing. And also, guys, there's no news, so we're gonna end it with this and the final thought. And this is so. I just want to know what were some open world games that you enjoyed. Who wants to go first? Scolini, how about you?
So the thing is, a lot of the open world stuff I've played has been super recent.
Well, and traditionally, open world is not necessarily your go-to, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
So it's always fun to hear from people that aren't. Open world is more like that. Those are the games that I kind of gravitate towards almost.
Yeah, same here.
So the thing is, the open world games that I've played have been stuff where it's franchises I really liked as a kid that weren't typically open world, that now, because open world's become such a big genre, they're doing more open world concepts with their games. They might not be true open world, but they're close enough to where they're classified as that.
Sure.
Hogwarts Legacy, I still loved the game. Game was great. Loved the open world concept to where, there was quests, there was storylines, but there were so many side missions and other things to do. It kept you going for hours upon hours of just exploring and finding new things. And then Breath of the Wild, the last Zelda game before the one that just came out, because that was the first ever open world for Zelda.
Right.
And I liked it because all the other Zelda games, it was literally, okay, you go do this. Now you have to go from here to here. And there was no side quests or in between things to do. And with the new Zelda games, you've got that. There's ways to upgrade the inventory for what you can carry as far as like weapons, shields, your bows, and you have to go find these little green guys called Koroks, and they give you a seed, and then there's one of them, you bring them and you can cash in the Korok seeds to open up your inventory slots. And then Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now Violet and Scarlet. Pokemon's gone in the direction of an open world game versus going from point A to point B.
It really has.
And they've added a lot of cool mechanics to make it work.
Even Let's Go Pikachu, which is a remake of Pokemon Yellow, how they turned that into, which essentially those Pokemon games are essentially open world originally, but when they like redid them, especially Let's Go Pikachu, like that was just a whole game changer.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, yes, they were open world to a degree but the main goal of the game, when you look at it, so the way I look at open world is you have your main storyline and then you've got side quests you can do along the way. in Pokemon, even though it was exploring and finding and stuff like that, it was never true open world, because in Pokemon, the main mission was complete the Pokedex. The side missions were defeat the gym leaders and the Elite Four to become the Pokemon champion. That was it. You catch all the Pokemon, you defeat the gyms, you become Pokemon champion. That's it. Where now in Pokemon, you meet people and you can talk to the non-playable characters and they give you quests, little side missions to go on, other things to do besides just completing the Pokedex and taking on the gym leaders. But hands down, all-time favorite, Skyrim.
Okay, there you go.
It's actually funny. That was on my original list, and I took it out. So I'm glad that you're bringing it up.
Skyrim, I have literally 100%ed 4 times on 4 different systems.
Fuck
there you
yeah!
Go. There you go. That's clearly a game you fucking enjoy, right? Like,
yeah, because it's one of those ones I can just sit down and I get lost in the world for hours upon hours.
Yep.
Just black out. I zone in and I just go at it. Because I beat it on the 360. I beat it on the PS4.
Okay.
And they got ported.
I've beat it on PC. And
was it the Xbox?
I beat it on Switch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now I'm playing it in VR.
Sorry, guys.
No, don't.
So but see, that's the thing. Like with Skyrim, you know, it's about as old as GTA 5 at this point, but they keep porting it and bringing it to every other system because the game has the following to justify them spending the money to do that. VR is really fun with Skyrim, though, I will say.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
Now, if you're not prepared for it, the first time you go against a fucking dragon in Skyrim in VR, you might piss your pants. Because it is a whole different fucking experience when it's like you're standing there, you've got your weapons, and this dragon's coming right at your fucking face. And because you're completely immersed in the environment versus it just being on a screen in front of you, whole different fucking ballgame.
That was one of the selling points when I got to play VR for one of the first times I ever played VR was with a friend of the show, Chris Bodette. And I was like, I could do like Red Dead with this. You know what I mean? Like this would be really fucking cool and like in an open world. You know what I mean? One day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Rockstar will port it.
One of these days. Yeah.
So,
man,
I mean,
there's a new Rockstar re-release VR.
Yeah. And they can milk that tit fucking for all they can fucking get out of it, right? Like,
yeah. Now, I mean, and I'm excited and waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 whenever Bethesda does finally get to a point where they can release it, because I want to see how they expand the Elder Scrolls realm. Because I've played them all. From the first one, which was like fucking Warcraft and StarCraft back in the day, all the way through.
I think Morrowind was probably my favorite one out of all of them.
So, Morrowind was where I found my love for the Elder Scrolls games, because when the original Xbox came out and Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind came out with the original Xbox, I got it for Christmas that year with my Xbox. And then, of course, I ended up going back and finding and purchasing the older ones that were PC only. Well, I think the first Elder Scrolls game, I think, was NES or Super NES, actually.
Yeah, it was.
But those games definitely, because the Elder Scrolls games, especially from 3, 4, 5, embrace the open world concept 100%.
Fuck yeah. What you got, Jay?
well, obviously, let's see here. going to try to say this politely. Obviously, Rockstar is going to be on this list. For all the shit I talk, for as much as I hate what that fucking company turned into, like...
Are we saying Rockstar in general?
Yeah, in general, yeah. Just not more, they went from the good guy company that basically created the fucking genre. Rockstar did not make the very first open world game. Let's put that out there very plainly.
But they damn well perfected it.
Boy, did they fucking perfect it. Yeah, and they are still the front runners to this day. They are the front runners of open world fucking games. I'm going to have a couple on the list that are obviously going to be Rockstar titles, but I do want to spend a special shout out. Fucking Myst from, PC game from the fucking 90s. Fucking Myst. Still holds up to this day. When I got the Game Pass last year, after we moved to Missouri, that was one of the first games I replayed when we finally moved after I got out of the Army. Myst is fucking phenomenal. That is probably one of the original open world games where, like, yeah, there's some puzzles and you have to unlock other areas, but it's like that was like one of the original open world games. Like, you're moving around and like nobody's telling you, there's no time limit. You know what I mean? Like there's no nothing. You're just doing it. Another one, Fable, original Xbox, dude. Fucking Fable. Yes, it was story based, but depending on where you're at, you can just travel the map if you want and just look around and you can go to the pub in the local town and get a beer. You know what I mean? If you wanted to and shit like that, you can woo the local women with flowers and candy and, shiny rocks and stuff. And you can get married and bang them, you know what I mean? And have kids. Like that was like one of the first games that you could do all that shit. Right. Like
I'm just sorry to interrupt real quick. Brandon, I agree with you, but I think the first one was a little more open world than the second one. Go on, Jay. My bad.
No, that's okay. Which
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I would call the first actual open world game. I don't know if it would be. I don't even know what the consensus is on that, because there were a few in the 90s, even on consoles, that were like they might even be considered open world to this day. I don't know, what the if one of you guys wants to look that up, maybe.
It says Tato's Western Gun from 1975. It was localized for North America as Gunfight.
Yeah, I don't do that whole fucking Dungeons and Dragons fucking type out the fucking shit. I don't count that as open world. Like I'm talking like with graphics and you can actually see the world, because like I have an imagination too. That's why I never played fucking Dungeons and Dragons, because like I was like that's like me using my imagination with extra steps. Pass. Fucking pass, dude. Now
the first open world game was a board game called Go.
No. Fuck that. Nope. Like video game where you can actually see
Jet Rocket Flight Simulator.
Where's that? Or what console?
It was released by Sega in 1970.
No. Video game console.
It's a video game. Well, not in
1970. Not with Sega. Let's say modern video games where you can see what the fuck you're looking at on the screen as an open world. Like, let's try that. Like, because that's nothing from 1970 looked real. Like, not even close.
1984, Courageous Perseus and Hidlide.
Maybe. If we're going like in television, Atari, like Coleco, maybe.
It doesn't say where they came out for, but yeah. It says the first open world console game and the most influential open world game. Tracing this game, actually, it says that the roots from this game were influenced for The Legend of Zelda.
Okay, that's a little bit closer to what I was looking for, maybe. Like,
yeah.
Anywho, so for the Rockstar titles, I'm going to stick with a couple of the classics. Obviously, GTA 3 was kind of like the one that like kicked off the whole mega genre that it is now.
Says it's funny because it says right here it's widely considered the game that set the standard for modern 3D free roaming games.
Yes, 100%. And that's so where I think Fable came out before it did actually. Fable came out before GTA 3. Fable was close. GTA 3 was like that's the new standard, and that's like where it was like I remember they had it called more of a sandbox style game than that was the kind of like the originator of the modern. Anywho, my one of my favorites all time to this day is going to be GTA 4 though. GTA 4 set like the new standard. And again, it's a fucking Rockstar title. Of course, I fucking love Red Dead Redemption. I used to play that in the Army. on the 360 when I got homesick for Arizona. Sometimes depiction and graphics wise, currently Red Dead 2 is by far my favorite all time at this point. Just by visual graphics, what you can do in the game, all the little the Easter eggs. I mean, I'm finding shit in this game that I didn't know existed, and I've played through it now 3 times.
4.
And so that's kind of where and then I got to throw fucking Ghost of Tsushima in there. Have to fucking throw Ghost of Tsushima on the list.
I was waiting for that one. I was
absolutely have that one. That also visually stunning, amazing graphics. I love one of the first games that made me, you remember when I did God of War, yes. And when I was playing through God of War, I wasn't a huge fan of the hack and slash, so I kind of just kept the same fucking weapons and just like leveled them all the way the fuck up and just just trounced through the game like that. Ghost of Tsushima, one of the first open world games that made me want to learn learn all the controls, learn everything. It made it fun. And then for a while there, John, I was like playing on the hardest difficulty, and I was like getting through it. I was getting through it. You know what I mean? And it was like, that was one of the first games that really enticed me to not play on easy mode. And for a while there, I was getting pretty fucking goddamn good at it. And it was a lot of fun. So Ghost of Tsushima absolutely makes the list. Red Dead is probably my all-time favorite. And of course, again, special shout out to my homie Myst from the fucking 90s, dude. Like, that game still stands. It's on Game Pass. If you've never played Myst, highly encourage it. Good fucking luck if you here's a challenge to all you assholes out there. I beat fucking Myst with no cheat codes in the 90s on PC before the internet fucking really existed. Get through fucking Myst without using a fucking cheat code. I goddamn dare you, double dog dare you.
I want to see it too.
John, your turn.
So I'll make it quick too. So my number 5 is kind of generalized with Tom Clancy games. I started off getting into Tom Clancy games through Rainbow Six Vegas, which one of my favorite games of all time. But they had other games that were open world, and those two were the Division series and the Ghost Recon series. And Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare 2 changed my perspective of what an open world game is supposed to be. And they did such a good job with that. And then they did it again. They did it again with the Division. And guys, the Division Heartlands is coming out. So I hope to see y'all. Yeah. I think it's going to be in Texas. So I think we talked about Texas. That it might be in Texas. But the game looks good. The Tom Clancy open world games always suck me in. Hell, we could play Breakpoint right now and turn it into a Terminator simulator, and it just changes the whole aspect of the game. My number 4, we've talked about it many times on this show, is literally the whole Assassin's Creed series. Like you can't, there is no one in this world that could tell me that what they have done with the open world. You can fucking climb, okay? They have one of the best climbing mechanics ever, some of the best graphics that we've ever seen. It's an ongoing story from hundreds of years, and where is it going to go next?
I've actually never played any of those games. I might have to dig in.
I think you should start with number 3.
Is that on Game Pass right now, by chance?
I don't think so. I think there's 2 of them on Game Pass.
Odyssey, I know Assassin's Creed Odyssey is.
Yeah.
Is that the Greek one?
Yes.
Please tell me you're at least you're a Spartan in that. Can I be a Spartan?
I think you aren't you?
God, I hope so.
Or like you work your way into becoming one.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't want to be like all those Athenians, boy lovers. You know what I mean? Like, is number 300?
Yeah.
Odyssey and Origins
are on Game Pass.
Yep. So Odyssey, you're a Spartan, and then Origin is ancient Egypt.
Pass. Yeah. Pass on Egypt. Fucking definitely yes to a Spartan.
By far my favorite Assassin's Creed game, though, Valhalla.
I have to play Valhalla. You know what? I'm gonna, when the Steam Summer Sale happens, I'm gonna play Valhalla. Number 3. This is one that I know that everybody forgot about. Red Faction. Okay, Red Faction, and there's only one thing I have to say about this: open world on Mars, killing other humans on Mars. It's fucking great.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's that game that kind of opened me up to some open world games and crafting too, and building, because you were able to build homes there. Number two, a lot, and this kind of goes into like the linear stuff and like Xenoblades, but Metal Gear Solid did have a full on open world game with Phantoms. Now Metal Gear Solid, I mean, we were all kids.
That's
Yeah, we were all kids. Sons of
you guys were
yeah.
kids. I was in high school and like graduating high school, like playing the original Metal Gear on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like,
so, and fucking espionage, CQC. I mean, and it's a shame that Hideo Kojima is no longer working on the Metal Gear Solid series, but I think it's safe to say that every one of us here could consider that series to be one of the best open world games of all time. I have to say, the best one, Snake Eater. That's the best fucking one right there. Number one, you know which one I'm about to say. I know Swalini knows which one I'm about to say. It's Fallout.
yeah.
Okay, Fallout has been doing open world games since
The beginning of
the first Fallout game was open world. Even Elder Scrolls,
Bethesda for the win.
yeah, like
always, always.
Elder Scrolls, the first. Let me tell you, the first Elder Scrolls was like 80 something. So the first, I just looked this up too when you were just talking about it. So the first Elder Scrolls was Elder Scrolls Arena. It was released in 1994. It was supposed to be an arena combatant game, but then it turned into an RPG. Bethesda has now Rockstar has perfected the aesthetic and the mechanics, but Bethesda has perfected crafting. They've perfected building
the world.
Building the world.
Yeah.
There is a whole world, and then we're gonna see it again, I hope, with Starfield this September.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, guys.
And I have to say, Fallout 3 changed my, it changed my life. Yeah, it changed my fucking life because it gave me a new imagination. Fallout 3. It gave me this world in my head that could exist or not, and because of these open world games, it gives you these believable imaginations, and they build lores out of them, because notice every one of these series that we have that we've named, what's one thing that they all have in common?
What?
They all have a large story.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
And a larger story.
Long ass fucking games. But like, you're not gonna. There ain't no fucking speed running. Goddamn, like you ain't gonna see. Nobody's gonna speed run fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 in fucking 94 minutes, dude. It ain't. It just like you can't get through the stories that quick. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't fucking exist. There's like there's like 150,000 lines of dialogue in that game.
I mean,
like,
the fastest speed run is 12 hours on Red Dead.
Thank you. Like 12 hours is the fastest you will get through that game.
The Witcher 3, that is kind of interesting. They said that was a runner-up. I had a few runner-ups. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were some runner-ups in there that definitely could have gone in there.
Brandon. I've actually never played anything in the Witcher series, same as Assassin's Creed. There are
Arma could be considered an open world game as well. You know what I mean? Like there's, and you have some coming out, like even Sons of the Forest, Skulls, and then there's actually a PlayStation game coming out soon called Rise of the Ronin. So the Spider-Man games, the fucking Spider-Man games were probably number one when it comes to
God of War and God of War Ragnarok can be considered
they would be
open world now, because
it's the same
now. They're taking, the thing is, and it can, for some games it can work, for some games it doesn't.
Right.
But all these game studios are taking elements from other games that were really successful open world games, whether it's Fallout or the Elder Scrolls series, which are really the two oldest open world games on the market or
that are still active
franchises
too.
that are still active. And these other studios are taking aspects from those games to implement into theirs to make good open world games now. Granted, yes, some studios have tried doing this and have completely fucking failed. But you
Dead
know,
Island
that's the
and
thing.
State of Decay are also really good open world games that you know.
So
Yeah.
Well, shit, guys, that was actually brain conducting.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Oh, that's funny too, because number 7 on the list of upcoming games is Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl, but we all know what's going on there.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Russians are creating a lot of fucking sunflower fucking fields, dude. Like
Yeah,
still.
they are. You know, but guys, you know, that was fun. I mean, if you know, Brandon, he's right. Witcher 3, you know, and you know what? I'm not going to say this because I'm going to spoil the fun. I'll tell you after the show. But
I was going to say too, like we all know GTA 6 is probably going to be fucking amazing whenever it comes out. You know, like we'll see if Rockstar decides to freaking like continue face planning as far as like whatever they do with the online. But we know the game itself is probably going to be another fucking masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like it's really Rockstar does not put out bad games. They fuck up after the fact. You know what I mean? Like that seems to be their trend. So
I'm going to go ahead and say this. I have GTA 5. I've never played the story mode. I've only played RP.
Interesting. That's like, and honestly, like
the story is actually really good. If you have time, like have fun with it.
It's fun. It's fun. It's line for line is exactly like I just described fucking Red Dead 2. It's a lot of fun, great story, visually stunning at times.
The chase missions are
fucking
terrible.
Chase missions, dude. Oh my! And some of the, and it's not just the chase missions, man. There's a couple of other missions in there that you're just like, can we fucking move on with this shit? Because this is stupid. Like I'm just
die
done
purposely, and it'll give you the option to skip.
Yeah, there's a couple of missions I would get to on all pretty much every Rockstar game, and as soon as I think that mechanic came out with GTA 5. Actually, I don't think that mechanic even existed on the original Red Dead or GTA 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think Red Dead or GTA 5 was the first one I remember seeing the ability to skip the fucking mission because you're just like, I'm fucking done, bro. This is stupid. I'm stopping. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting. I play video games to calm down and enjoy myself.
It's funny that that's what the hardest missions for me were when you were doing the fucking Jacob missions, the dude who would smoke weed in the car all the time.
Oh yeah,
and Packy the Irish dude who was always hopped up on pill. Oh, and Brucey,
fucking Brucey. Yeah, that steroid fucking freak, dude. You know what I mean? Like
who ended up in GTA 5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a couple of references to GTA 4 in GTA 5.
Tony.
Yeah, Gay Tony. You kill the dude from the Lost and the Damned at like the very beginning. Like Trevor kills Johnny from Trevor kills Johnny like at the very beginning, just like which was it was kind of a gut punch for a lot of Rockstar fans.
Because Johnny Klebitz was one of the best characters that Rockstar has ever made. And
Trevor curb stomps him like 2 minutes into GTA 5. You know what I mean? Like literally, like it's like, oh, I guess we're going that direction now, huh? Okay. You know what I mean? Which is fine. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's Rockstar does Rockstar things. So we'll just let them continue doing it. So
yeah, Johnny Klebitz needs a TV show though. But it's saying that, guys, wait a minute, didn't like Trevor like fuck someone's dead body or something like that?
I think there were allusions to it. Like there were allusions. Trevor is like just considered to be like the most out there mind fucked dude.
I didn't mean to go. I just thought about Trevor was a fuck up. Yeah.
I used to love like when you switch to Trevor, he'll like be coming out of like a blackout and he'll just be like sitting up against a wall in his underwear, like holding a bottle, and he like pukes and then gets up and then you like take control of the character. You're like, what the fuck were you doing last night, dude? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Like,
I mean, I've woken up like that a few times too, and then was asking myself while looking in the mirror what the fuck I was doing the night before.
There's a lot of nights. There's been a lot of nights in my 42 years where like I like to leave the next day in the recovery like out of the fucking history books. You know what I mean? Where it's like we're just gonna pretend that night did not happen. You know what I mean? Like
yes, sir. And now, saying all that, guys, it's your turn. It's your turn to take the final thought this week. And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Absolutely.
My mother, to those around you, Happy Mother's Day. Make sure you get them flowers. Make sure you cook them some breakfast. I made breakfast for mine this morning. Fucking tradition, baby. And oh shit, there they are. We got my wife a candle that looked like dessert. Actually, really, it has got like a macaroon in it and everything.
Does it smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina?
I've never smelled that before, so I don't fucking know, Jay. But
that was her, right? Was that the one that came out with the candle that was like her vagina or whatever? That was her, right? That was the one.
Don't know.
Anywho, all right, yeah. So it is that time of the week again. We're about done wrapping up this show for today. I know this is the part of the show we get a little serious, and I know every week everybody kind of goes through their own things, and you're working, you're playing, hanging out with the kids, doing your thing if you're still actively serving. A lot of things occur in 168 hours. There's ups, there's downs, there's rounds and rounds. It's brightly lit, it's loud, and sometimes the silence is what's deafening. And I had a couple of occurrences this week that gave me pause for thought and made me reflect a little bit. And I had to like sit down and just kind of like take account of myself, if that makes sense. And so what I really wanted to say this week is that when we're pausing for thought, when everything is a little too quiet, okay, that is probably the day you need to pick up the phone and call somebody, send a shout out to that homie you haven't talked to in a while. That's a good time to just reach out and connect with somebody. Okay. We talk a lot about when things get a little bit too intense. Sometimes that intensity comes from absolutely nothing happening. And it's easy to forget that sitting quietly in your room, in your basement, wherever you are, sitting quietly sometimes can trigger us and throw us into a bad place. So I wanted to encourage everybody, as we always do, always pick up the phone, always reach out. You have friends, you have family. If you feel like you don't, or you don't have anybody you can reach out to, you can always call the National Suicide Hotline. You can dial 988. You can text star 988. Okay. You can dial 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. Okay. There are licensed behavioral health specialists waiting to take your call. Okay. They are literally, they are volunteers from across the country with training to just let it out. Okay. And help you in that little small portion of the journey. I have personally called this phone number. Okay. I was on the phone one time with them for 45 minutes and they just let it out. And that was a day that I just needed to let some shit out. I was not homicidal or suicidal. I was just in a I was spun out in my head. Okay. And it happens. It's okay to admit that it happens, guys. Okay. And gals, for all of you out there, it is okay to admit this shit happens. Okay. We're human beings. We're very fallible. Okay. We are delicate fucking creatures sometimes. Okay. All that mush in between our fucking ears gets in the way of fucking having fun, like we were talking about earlier sometimes. Okay. It's hard to have fun when you're spun the fuck out inside your brain. So pick up the phone, reach out. We love you. Okay. Somebody out there fucking loves you. We will be here for you every 168 hours. Okay. That's why we do what we do here. Okay. We like to have fun. We like to pretend we're still fucking kids sometimes, act like jackasses. Okay. But the reality is we have to be here in order for any of that to happen. Okay. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to freaking your future self. And you owe it to somewhere down the line. You're going to owe it to the person that's going to be reaching out to you when they need help.
That's right.
The only way you can help them is if you're still fucking there. All right. So no more fucking boxes, fucking 6 feet below. Okay. You guys are fucking expected to be in formation approximately 168 hours from now, next week. We love you guys very, very much. Special shout out to all the mothers out there today. Okay, past, present, and future. All right, we couldn't do it without you, ladies. We fucking built entire civilizations just trying to get all up in that ass. All right, and you reward us very, very graciously by being the tender, calm, and loving mothers. Okay, that you are. All right, so happy Mother's Day to everybody. We love you all. We're all mother lovers here. All right, so John and Joe, you guys have a good fucking week. I hope you guys.
Y'all as well.
I hope you guys have fun. I hope you guys continue having fun practicing making babies this week. So everybody have a good one, dude. I'll see you guys next time.
Mother.
Have a good one, everybody.